Now we are going to study question from July 2019 exam, question 6. So now give the heading July 2019 exam, question number 6. Now I am going to read the question carefully. What the question want to say? We have what? Three masses A, B, C are rotated on a common plane with the same angular velocity. Okay, angular velocity means omega. Their masses and radii from center of rotations are 7 kg at 375 mm. So first mass A mass is what? 7 kg, whose radius is how much? 375 mm. Then second mass is what? 10 kg at a radius what? 315 mm. And third mass, that is mass C, is 12.5 kg at a radius of 225 mm respectively. Now what they are asking us in this question, calculate the angle between each of the masses so that system is balanced. So we have three masses attached on the same common planes. So here about the masses they are not given anything. Just what they are mentioning we have three masses, not angle between them. So we are considering, try to see the scenario. This is what a mass A. Now before drawing masses, as usual our standard practice. What is our standard practice? We are going to draw our reference axis, x and y axis. So this horizontal axis means what? Our x axis. And then this vertical axis is what? Y axis. Okay. So this is horizontal axis, x axis. Then this vertical axis is what? Y axis. Okay. Now try to see the scenario. What is the scenario here? So what is we have? They have given us a first mass, A mass, whose how much is value? 7 kg. So we have a mass A whose value is what? Here I will consider here is a mass A. Here is what? A mass A. With respect to mass A, we don't know about mass B, but just a rough configuration. If mass A is here, then approximately mass B is here. If you want to balance the system, because three masses are there and mass C is here. So this is what our scenario is here. Try to see the scenario, very very important discussion. So due to these three masses are rotating in the same common plane and rotating with the same angular velocity. And it means, what is the meaning of same angular velocity? See the wording. Are rotate on a common plane. See, three masses A, B, C are to rotate on a same common plane with the same angular velocity. See the point. Are rotate in the same common plane with the same angular velocity. It means what? Their angular position with respect to each other is the same. And what they are asking us in the question, calculate the angle between each of the masses so that system is balanced. See the point. What they are asking us in the question, calculate the angle between each of the masses so that system is what? Balanced. Okay, what does it mean? What they are asking us? See, this angle, we will say theta 1, angle between A and B. Then angle between B and C, theta 2, and angle between A and C is what? Theta 3. That is what our target in this question. So what they are asking us in this question, theta 1, angle between A and B. So for our reference I am making here so this 3 is our target, theta 1, theta 2 and theta 3, these three are our target. As these masses are rotating with a constant, with angular velocity in a circle, what will happen? There will be centrifugal force will act radial outward. Means if the position of A is here, then for this position centrifugal force is what? Due to mass A, MA RA omega square. But for making the calculation simple, we are omitting omega square. So we are assuming centrifugal force as a MA RA. And its unit is what? Kg meter. If you multiply it by omega square, we will get in Newton. Then mass B is what? Centrifugal force due to mass B is what? MBRB. And this MBRB is in kg meter. Then what? MCRC. Try to see the point. Centrifugal force always readily outward. See, means along the radius, see this scenario, outward, through the center. Same line, this dotted line and this red line must be extended. Okay, so these are the three masses, and what is our target? We have to find out theta 1, theta 2 and theta 3. This is what our target. Theta 1 means what? Angle between A and B. Theta 2 means what? Angle between B and C. And theta 3 means what? Angle between A and C. So this is what our target. Please, okay, draw this diagram and write down this target, theta 1, theta 2 and theta 3. So now what is our next target? What is our next standard practice in such type of questions? We are going to make a table. So in the table, what is the scenario? Mass m, it is in what? Kg. Then radius denoted by r, it is in meter. And then m into r, what is in kg meter. Okay. Now we don't know their angular position. What is exactly their angular position? So we will not adding that column, that angular position. So in this question, we are going to write down only three columns, mass, radius and mr. We are not adding angular position. So here we have three masses, mass A, mass B and mass C. See the scenario. Here we have three masses A, B, C. What is the mass A? What is the value of mass A? Mass A is how much? 7 kg. I am not writing unit here because in the top itself I have written unit. Mass A is how much? 7 kg at a radius of 375 mm. What is meant by 375 mm? 0.375 meter. 375 meter. Okay, good. Very good. Then second mass is how much? 10 kg. At how much radius? It is how much radius? 0.315 meter. Okay, good. Then third mass is how much? See the pointer? 12.5. Okay, 0.225 meter. Good. Now what we need for the calculation purpose? Value of m and r, product of m and r for each and every masses. Okay, it is basically centrifugal force in kg meter. If you multiply it by omega square, we will get in Newton. But for making calculation simple, what we are doing? We are omitting omega square. Okay, so 7 into 0.375, what will be the value? Please do the calculation. 7 into 0.375, 2.625. Then 10 into 0.315, 3.15, and then 12.5 multiplied by 0.225. How much? No, check it once again. 2.8125. Okay, good. Please check this value. Okay, so, okay, please complete this table. Okay, now my question is this system coplanar or non-coplanar? Is this system coplanar? Okay, this system is what? Coplanar. Good. Now next question, is this system concurrent or non-concurrent? Concurrent. Okay, good. So this system is coplanar concurrent. Okay, good. Now next question is what? Is this system balanced or unbalanced? Balanced, because in the question itself what they are saying, see the scenario, what they are saying in the question, calculate the angle between each of the masses so that system is balanced. I am reading once again, what they are asking us in the question, calculate the angle between each of the masses so that system is balanced. What does it mean? Balanced. Okay, so we have to find out angle between A, B, C, means angle between AB, that is theta 1, angle between B and C, theta 2, and angle between A and C, theta 3. This is what our target, theta 1, theta 2. For that, system is balanced. And what is meant by balance? What is meant by balance? This system is in what? Equilibrium. Okay, this system is in what? Equilibrium. Okay, now this system is what? Coplanar, concurrent and equilibrium. How many forces are here? How many forces are here? 3 forces. So here how many forces? First force, second force and third force. And in basic theory, in the previous chapter what we studied? In the basic theory what we studied? If any coplanar concurrent 3 force system, see the point, we studied one point, we studied one important point, equilibrium of coplanar concurrent 3 force system, we studied this one. So if any coplanar concurrent 3 force system is in equilibrium, try to see the scenario. If any coplanar means all the forces in same plane, concurrent passes through the same point. If coplanar concurrent 3 force system, how many forces? 3 forces. If coplanar concurrent 3 force system is in equilibrium, what will happen? Then these 3 forces will form a closed triangle. That is what we studied in a basic theory. So here we have a system is balanced situation. Coplanar concurrent 3 force system and coplanar concurrent 3 force system is in equilibrium. What will they will do? They will form these 3 forces will form a MARA, MBRB and MCRC will form a what? Closed triangle. So that, okay. So that is what we studied. Now how they going to make a closed triangle? Okay, try to see the point. So first of all, what is our reference? So first of all, we will start always with A. So mass A. Just we assume we can take mass anywhere. So we don't know exact position of mass A. Just we assume mass A is here with respect to mass B. Means just we assume their position. Means if there are 3 masses, it must be like this. A, B, C. It is like this. Okay, so this is what our, so MARA is in this direction. Try to see the scenario. What is the direction of MARA? So we are assuming this MARA is in this direction. See the point, this is very, very important discussion. This is what our MARA. Always try to draw the drawings properly. Drawings are very, very important in mechanics. So MARA, with respect to MARA, where MARA get ended, from that point what we will start? We will start MBRB. So this is the direction of MBRB. So this is what our MBRB, and where MBRB ended, see MCRC, and it must be end at same where MARA started. Okay, see, so this will be what our MCRC. Any doubt in this drawing? See the point. Means what I have given to you guys. If any coplanar concurrent 3 force system is in equilibrium, if any coplanar concurrent 3 force system is in equilibrium, what will they do? If any coplanar concurrent 3 force system is in equilibrium, what will they do? They will form a closed triangle. So here we have closed triangle. See how they form. We have drawn MARA. After MARA, what we have drawn? Where MARA get ended. From that point we have started MBRB, same as MBRB, same. See the same direction. And then what will be the scenario? And then where MBRB ended, same MCRC, they must be ended. Okay. Now try to see the scenario. From this point I am going to draw one dotted line. From this point what I am going to draw? A dotted line. Okay. So what will be this angle? What will be this angle? What will be this angle? See the drawing. This angle and that angle will be same. So this angle will be what? Theta 1. Any doubt in this theta 1 angle? Okay, good. Try to see the scenario. Okay, good. Now this is theta 1. We are assuming this inner angle as a theta 4. This inner angle as what? Theta 4. Okay. Now then this angle will be how much? I will use black pen for this one. So this angle will be how much? Theta 2. Okay, good. This angle will be theta 2. So what about this angle? We will assume this as a, what we will assume? This as a theta 5. And what will be the name of this diagram? We will say it as a force vector diagram. What we will say it as a force vector diagram. We will give the name of this figure as, what we will give name to this figure? Force vector diagram. Okay. In the next chapter, friction, we are going to deal with this diagram a lot of times, so don't worry, you will get expert in such type of diagram. So sometimes we may use, but the condition of using this diagram is what? We have a coplanar force system, we have a coplanar concurrent force system, coplanar concurrent three force system, and it must be in equilibrium. If coplanar concurrent three force system is in equilibrium, what will happen? They will form a what? Closed triangle like this. Okay guys, are you getting my point? Any doubt in this discussion? And remember point, this dotted line must be same exactly. This dotted line must be extend this one and then must be same. This dotted line extend MBRB this and then form this theta 2. Okay. No need to show theta 3 here. We will get directly theta 3 from here. Okay. So please first of all draw this drawing. Now, do you know guys cosine rule? Do you know cosine rule? Okay, I am going to explain you cosine rule. Sine rule is simple. I am going to explain you both the rule, sine rule and cosine rule. Okay. Suppose for this question we did sine rule and cosine rule. What is meant by sine rule and cosine rule? Try to see the scenario. Suppose this is one triangle is here. I am going to explaining you what? Sine rule and cosine rule. This is what angle A, this is what angle B, this is what angle C. Okay, ABC is a triangle. This is angle A, this is angle B, this is angle C. Angle A is opposite small a, angle B is opposite small b, and angle C is opposite small c. So here we have a, see the point. Angle A is opposite what? Small a. Angle B is opposite what? Small b. Angle C is opposite what? Small c. Okay. See the scenario. Now by sine rule, what is meant by sine rule? This is a golden point, sir. Sine rule and cosine rule, very, very important for us. What sine rule says? A by sine A opposite A by sine A, B small b by sine B, small c by sine of angle C. Okay, so this is what our sine rule. Okay, please draw this drawing and write down this sine rule. Now we have to memorize this sine rule and cosine rule. For a lot of questions we have to use in relative velocity. Okay, so whenever there is a triangle, wherever there is a triangle, we are going to use sine rule and cosine rule. Okay, please draw this drawing and write down this sine rule. Then I will explain what is meant by cosine rule. This triangle is not a right angle triangle. This triangle is not a right angle triangle. Normal triangle. It is not a right angle triangle. What is meant by right angle triangle? One angle is 90 degree there. Okay, this is a normal triangle. Now what is cosine rule here? See the cosine rule. Cosine rule. What cosine rule is saying? Try to see the point. When to use cosine rule? If we want to find out this side A, what is our target? If you want to find out, if we have a side B and C, if we have a side B and C, and we want to find out if we have a side B and C and angle between them. What is the angle between B and C? Angle between side B and C is what? Angle A. Means if you have an angle, if you have a side B, side C, and angle between them we have. And what we want to find out? We want to find out A. Then by cosine rule, A is equal to what? Under root of B square plus C square minus 2BC cos of angle A. Okay, guys, are you getting my point? When to use cosine rule? When to use cosine rule? See the rule. See the, if we know B and C, if we know B and C, side B and C, angle between them. If we know side B and C and angle between them, that is angle A. And we have to find out opposite to the A. What we have to find out? Opposite angle A means we have to find out side A. Okay. Guys, are you getting my point? Then we are going to use cosine rule. Or this is one use. What is one use? If you want to find out this side A and we have a B and C and angle between them, then we are going to use cosine rule for finding side A. Another use is what? If we have all sides. If we have all side A, B, C, see the point. If we have all side A, B, C, but we don't know any angle. If you don't know any angle, then we can find out angle using cosine rule. How to find out? See, I can transpose this relation. See the scenario. Cos of angle A. Cos of angle A is equal to what we can write? Cos of angle A is equal to, see the point, B square plus C square minus A square divided by 2BC. Means when to use this rule? When to use this rule? Whenever we want to find out side A and what we have a B and C and angle between them A. Then in that scenario we have to find out what? We have to use this cosine rule. And another form of cosine rule when we are going to use means we just transfer this relation into this form. When to use this relation? We have all sides. We have A, B, C. We have what? All sides, and we want to find out angles whether A, B, C. Then we are going to use this relation. Okay. Please write down these two forms of cosine rule. Sine rule is easy to memorize, but cosine rule is difficult. So we will need this cosine rule a lot of times, especially in relative velocity and in friction chapter also. In next chapter, that is friction chapter, in this chapters also we need this relation. So try to see the scenario, what the question want to say here. Try to see the scenario, what the question want to say. So here in this scenario, out of these three formulas, this one, which formulas we can use? Out of these three formulas, which formulas we can use here? First one, second one, or third one? Third one, we can use third one. See the point. Why we can use third one? Because here we have this triangle. For this triangle, this is force vector diagram. This is a basically triangle only. We have side A, side B and side C. Okay, and we want to find out these angles. So how to use this one? Try to see the scenario. So how to use this formula only? Okay. So this formula we are going to use. See the point. Okay. Try to see the scenario. So means consider this is like our angle A. Consider this is like our angle A. So what we can write? Cos by, always use such type of standard expression, by cosine rule. By what? Cosine rule. So by cosine rule, what is the scenario? What we can write? Cos theta 4. What is cos theta 4? B square, C square. So MARA and MBRB, this is meant by B. This is meant by C. So MARA square plus, see the point, MBRB square minus MCRC means what our A, minus MCRC whole square divided by 2 times BC. BC means what? See the point. If you have any doubt, please ask me. MARA and MCRC. So cos theta 4 is equal to, so what is the value of MARA? MARA means what? 2.65 square. MBRB, okay, 1 minute, I am going to write it properly. So cos theta 4 is equal to what? Okay, MARA is how much? For my reference I have written there 2.625. Check it once again, I may be wrong. 2.625 plus MBRB is how much? 3.15 square. 15 square. MCRC is what? Minus 2.8125 square. Okay. 2 times what? MARA is how much? 2.625 and MCRC is how much? 3.15. Please do the calculation and tell me the value. Don't directly calculate theta 4. Calculate this. First of all, calculate this term. Okay. So see the scenario here. What is, please do the calculation. Please do the calculation. What we have to find out? I have done one mistake. I have not taken the square here. So please add the square there. How much we are getting? 0. No. .5383, second opinion. 0.5383. Okay, so theta 4 will be equal to what? What will be the value of theta 4? What will be the value of theta 4? Cos inverse of 0.5383. Okay, so what is that? Okay, how much? No, please check it once again. Guys, see the point. Your mode of the calculator must be cos inverse. 33 point, na? No, so sorry, my mistake. I was wrong. 57 point, how much? 432 degree. Is it okay? Okay, good. So we got it theta 4. And if you got theta 4, from theta 4 what we will get? From theta 4 what we will get, guys? See the point. See this drawing. So sum of these two triangles must be what? Theta 1 and theta 4. Sum of these two angles is what? Sum of these angles, theta 1 and theta 4, must be is what? 180 degree. Sum of this is what? Theta 1 and theta 4 must be 180 degree. So what will be then theta 1? Theta 1 will be what? How to find out theta 1? 180 minus theta 4. So 180 minus theta 4. So 180 minus 57.432. So what will be the theta 1? 122.68. See the point, huh? Very simple. If you are good with this sine rule and cosine rule, see, in only few steps we got the answer and everything is very, very simple. So you should be, so moral of the story is what? For mechanics, you should be good with drawing. You should be good with trigonometry function. Trigonometry function means what? Sin theta, cos theta, tan theta. You must be good with sine rule, cosine rule. These are the basic things you should know. And remember one point. Trigonometric functions means sin theta, cos theta, tan theta. Where we have to use? Whenever we have a right angle triangle in that scenario. And sine rule, cosine rule, non-right angle triangle means angle must not, the triangle must not be right angle triangle. Huh? Then and only then we can use sine and cosine rule. Huh? So we got theta 1. So one target is achieved. So we got one value theta 1. Okay, any doubt in this discussion for the value of theta 1? So one target is achieved for us. Now the remaining only two targets are remaining. That is also very easy. So please write down these things. Okay, any doubt in this discussion? Completed all these things? Okay, good. So we got the value of what? What we got? Theta 1. How much theta 1 we got? 122.568 degree. I am writing for my reference. Theta 4 we already calculated. 57.432 degree. Okay. I am writing down all these things for my reference. Okay. So now we got theta 1. Now what is remaining? Theta 2 and theta 3. What is remaining? Remaining is what? Theta 2 and theta 3. So now for getting theta 2, what we are going to do? We are going to first of all find out theta 5. And how to find out theta 5? We are going to use sine rule. What we are going to use? By sine rule. See the scenario. By sine rule. What is our target? We have to find out theta 5. Opposite to theta 5 is what? MARA. So MARA by what? Sine of theta 5. Out of this angle is known to us. So opposite to this one is what? MCRC. MCRC opposite is what? Divided by sine theta 4. Any doubt in this discussion? Any doubt in this discussion? Okay, good. So you got it? Side, opposite side. Side, opposite angle. Side, opposite angle. That is what sine rule is saying, na? Okay, good. So what is our target? We have to find out what? What is our target? What we have to find out? We have to find out sine theta 5. And how to find out sine theta 5? Sine theta 5 is equal to what? See the scenario? MARA. Guys, check it out. I may be mathematically wrong. So please always you have to attend to mathematically. MARA sine theta 4 divided by what? MCRC. Check it once again. MARA sine theta 4 by MCRC. Okay, good. So sine theta 5 will be equal to what? MARA is how much? MARA is how much? 2.625. Okay, sine of theta 4 is how much? 57.432. And guys, remember one point. While putting in this into calculator, please close this bracket. But for making things simple while writing, you don't have to do these things. Okay. And MCRC is how much? 2.8125. Check it once again. MARA 2.625. 57.432 and MCRC is how much? 2.8125. So sine theta 5 will be equal to how much? Please do the calculation. Sine theta 5. Please let me know the value of sine theta 5. Zero 0.7866. So theta 5 will be equal to what? Sine inverse of 0.7866. Please do the calculation. Okay, good. So theta 5 is equal to what? 51 point up to 4 digit. $56 point. Okay, 51.868 degree. Okay, so we got it theta 5, and from theta 5, okay, from theta 5 what will be the what we will get? So see, theta 2, sum of these two angles must be what? Sum of these two angles must be what? Theta 5 and theta 2, 180 degree. Sum of these two angles must be what? 180 degree. So see the scenario. So theta 2 will be equal to what? 180 minus what? Theta 5. So 180 minus theta 5 is how much? 51.868. So what will be the value of theta 2? $128 point. Tell me according to this one. One, 3, 2 degree. So we got it theta 2. So how much theta 2 we are getting? 128.132 degree. Okay, good. So we got the value of theta 2. So we got our second target is achieved. So theta 2 is equal to what? 128.132 degree. Okay. Please guys, write down up to here. Write down this point. Any doubt in this discussion? Okay. So please write it down. Okay. Completed guys. Okay, good. So now try to see the scenario. So we got theta 1, theta 2. But for theta 3, I have not drawn anything on this drawing. For theta 3, I have not drawn anything on this drawing. Why I have done like that? Why I have not drawn theta 3 on this drawing? Are you getting my point? How we can get theta 3? How we can get theta 3? See, what is the summation of these three angles? Theta 1, theta 2, 360 degree. What is their summation? Theta 1, theta 2 and theta 3 is what? 360 degree. So what? How we will get theta 3? See the point. So at the end, I am writing final answers. At the end, what I am going to do? I am going to write down final answers. See the points. How to write down final answers? See the point. So first is what? Angle between A and B. First point is what? Angle between A and B. What is angle between A and B? How much is the angle? Theta 1. So how much theta 1 we got? 122.568 degree. Then what is our target? Next, angle between what? B and C. What is angle between B and C? How much is the angle between B and C? Theta 2. Check the values. I may be wrong. 128.132 degree. And angle between, next point is what? Angle between C and A. That is what? Theta 3. And theta 3 will be, how we will get theta 3? 360 degree minus theta 2 minus theta 1. Any doubt in this discussion? How we are getting 360 minus theta 2 minus theta 1? Any doubt in this discussion? 360 degree minus theta 2 minus theta 1? Because sum of these three angles must be 360 degree. Theta 1, theta 2 plus theta 3. All these sums must be what? 360 degree. So what? 360 minus theta 2 is how much? 122.568 minus 128.132 degree. So what will be the sum? Please do the calculation. (109.3 degree). 109.3 degree. So this is what our final answer. See, one of the easiest question. Only the point we need, that a relation means that a point for any coplanar concurrent 3-pore system is in equilibrium, they will form a, if any coplanar concurrent 3-pore system is in equilibrium, they will form a closed triangle. This is the point we have to remember. Second point, cosine rule, and third point, sine rule. Only these three things we have to memorize, and these three things we studied, means we thoroughly applied these three things. First, our equilibrium condition for coplanar concurrent 3-pore system, that is what first condition we applied here. Second, we applied cosine rule, and third one we applied sine rule. Okay, so please write down these final answers for this question.